Ready? So first I'm going to tear some sheets just to have them so I won't have to keep tearing. And I'm just using regular foil, doesn't matter. This is not the thickest, heavy kind. But what I found, if I fold it evenly like this, it gives me a chance to make strips that I can then twist and roll. And it gives me like a stronger piece of wire to bend. Now, I'll take my handy scissors and score down here. This almost gives me a good size to make legs and arms, so that when I fold it over like this one more time, get it in. I'm going to take my, I like this thing. This is made by Tiffany. It's the bracelet that has the adaptability Adinkra symbol on it. I really like this. So I wanted to show this off as I get a chance to hang virtually with the rest of my creative family. So these little strips right here can become the legs and hands and arms and things. This is a technique I kind of got from Malik Carrington. He's a youth assistant artist with Transit Arts as well. And he's going to show you how he does some things. He's very good at molding and three-dimensional pieces. Very talented young man. But so what I'm going to do for the sake of demo is to make a few of these just to be ready, and then we can put them together. But if you ever watch the way this kid's hands and fingers make these anatomically correct shapes, whoa, sometimes you just look at other people create and get so inspired. I'm one of those guys that gets it in my head and tries it. If I try to explain to you what I'm going to do, I get confused. I confuse myself. So I have to usually just make what I'm going to make and show it to you. So this practicing of talking and making at the same time takes a little work, but you guys are worth it. So again, I'm going to fold these, make these strips. I'm going to make one more set of strips before we put our person together. So today we're going to make a person first, my way, Duarte's way. And so I'm folding this foil. Of course you can go buy wire, but the idea of using this foil really gets me going because my wife doesn't know I've been in the drawer taking her foil. But if I make something good, and it's my birthday, I might get away with murder. Okay, here we go. So you can, the idea, what's cool about this foil is that it's going to bend and mold to your hands. As your hands feel the inspiration of creating and making and bending and molding this cool figure. So what I'm going to do is start with a friend. This person needs a friend. So if you twist these a little bit without them breaking, they kind of do good. So I'm going to bend this right here in half, bend another one in half this way. So I'm creating some form of legs and waist. So you have this X, but it's kind of twisted together so that it won't fall apart. So you're going to make a little torso, a little body. Then you're going to come up here and create some sense of arms, shoulders, body. So right now you've got this one little figure like this. And then you're going to have one to create a nice, you can wrap around the torso area, and this is going to be a neck, then become a head. So I know I'm twisting this around, but it's really nothing like getting there and trying this. So I'm going to stop for a minute so you can see the whole, like you got a form of a body like that. I'll lay it down so you can see it. Now what I want to do is begin to maybe roll the head down so I have some form of a head. right here in the neck, maybe right here. Then I can fold this body up some to make this torso-ish feeling come along, and then these fingers and hands, I'm going to kind of bring it in so it feels somewhat equal, and his legs are going to come up a little bit. So we got it going on like this, and now I'm going to break pieces of foil to wrap around and make the body become solid. So right now we have this figure that's kind of fun, just like it is right now, but I want him to have a little bit more strength in feet. So I'm going to give him some feet right now. Feet. So he's got feet, and he's ready to rumble kind of character. So I'm going to, this foil I can just tear pieces to wrap around, like this right here. I want to, as you would do a mummy, wrap foil around to make the body have fullness, and use your fingers to give him a nice chest, like this. And I want to make his legs kind of have some meat on them, so he can really run and withstand the terrain and atmosphere out there. I'm just tearing a piece about the same size right here. And what's good about this foil is you can mold it and bend it to make it kind of become the shape you want. And so what you're trying to do is make sure it has a nice equal amount of foil on here. And you can tear it and mold it at the same time. So now I'm going to just keep going with some more foil to make the arms, legs, and feet. Now, I know when you guys make this, you're going to make something I've never seen, and I'm going to be excited to see it. So we're going to have to find a way to keep in touch. Share these ideas. So you notice that the hands and arms start to come together. And I think I want his torso to be a little bit more secure. So we can he's been lifting weights, so he's getting the waist now. And he's taking good vitamins. Growing good vegetables outside. And now his arms and biceps are coming in. I want to get his head going. Maybe do his neck a little stronger so it doesn't wobble when he runs. So a person can now bend and sit a little bit, and he's almost ready to sit by himself. So now I'm gonna stop and look at him this way and see what I need to do. Okay, I'll turn him back around so you can see him. This is where he's at right now. And move him back over there. I'm gonna go back now and just looks like he's got a pair of those. I like his socks a little bit. His boots are moved up. He's got that style these kids wear now. Those they wear their socks way up. That with them skinny little legs. see how you doing, buddy. I don't know this person's name yet, but time I'll tell. They always get names eventually. This one reminds me of serious worker. He seems like he's real serious about life. He's focused. He's into physical activity. Really likes swimming. And so so for now, I'm going to let my person stop right here. So this is where we're going to go for right now. So we've torn foil for a pinch pot, and I'm going to use inside of a tape roll for a base. So what I'm doing is forming a pot, some material that can be the base. And it's going to go inside here. It's going to go inside this. I'm going to use the inside of this tape to kind of make my pot shape. See, I use that the mold piece of pot so that I have an actual kind of a pot. Now, if you were using clay, of course, it would be different. But since we're going to resort to a foil pinch pot, we can wrap it over like this and begin to pinch it together so it has an opening. Now, this is what's cool about this pot. See, it looks kind of like thick and moldy, but since the foil bends so easy, you can kind of like be gracious and spin it around so the pot kind of takes on a nice little shape. Now, right now we're not concerned about painting or anything. Now this pot versus this pot has a more rounded edge because I stuck it inside here. And if I want to roll it to get this flattened down some more, I can roll it around the table, take my fingers, press it on the inside. If I want it stronger, I can add another layer of foil here. See this last layer, what I noticed, there's two sides to this foil. One side is more metallic, shiny, and one is more flat. This looks like the flatter side right here. But it depends on what you want to do with that, or how you feel about that. So as I'm going around, this is really strengthening in this pot, and I'm kind of folding it in so it gets stronger on the sides and at the bottom. It gives your fingers a chance to actually mold something. I think creating and making things is natural to all of us. We'll say we're not an artist, but you don't have to be an artist to write or eat or run or sleep. Those are all things that are part of creativity. The way you sleep is very telltale sign of how you're resting. The way you rest your body, the way you take a nap, the way you relax is a part of creativity. It takes a creative person to know how to relax really well. If you don't understand the value of relaxing, you are an unrelaxed person. So when you see people that know how to rest, how to relax, how to take their self-care, as they call it now, that's what we used to do. We just go out in the woods, take long walks, look at the river, watch the wind blow, look at the leaves. All those things are part of resting and relaxing. Very creative people do that. Makes you intuitive. So this is my version of a foil pinch pot. Just like that. You could also use this to be basis for things. You can use this for the new creature that we set. He can sit restfully on his newfound pot. There we go.